Hey everybody, Habage here, and yeah, I always see that I get overloaded a bit right as I'm starting. It's usually because I'm switching from Twitter to Twitch, only keeping a browser window open, all that kind of stuff. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's a little frustrating that it sits. They're slow, but I figure that's a good chance for it to catch up while I am opening up the stream myself so I can see it. And that's the challenge of not having dual monitors. So don't you worry, we're having some fun here. I've been hard at work, and I don't know how long I'm going to go today. I still have a YouTube to record, so no matter what amount of Minecraft I hope to get done, I know I'm going to have more stuff going on. But kind of reached a point where I want to bring folks online just in case you're curious following along with the VODs and wanted to see this. Jump in, get a look. I have been working on Logical Geek Boys um, Villager Trader, as I said in the tweet. And here it is in the background. While we're working on it here, and I've got one left, I just wanted to show the process, and then since I'll be done, we can move on. I'm a little concerned for these guys, and we may do just a bit of building with another layer of roof here to keep them safe from mobs coming up and jumping in here. They're fairly safe, but a mob could hit the composter here and cause some trouble. As you heard, there is a zombie hanging out behind, and for the moment, we haven't done anything with these guys. They're safe. They're not doing much at all, and I haven't even looked at their trades yet. Just filling in the hall, and that is something that we need to do during daylight hours. And since I'm down to one last guy, I'm going to show you this process. Here again is the output of the breeder. Again, a Logical Geek Boy design. It's crushing it. The last time I think we were hanging out, there were three of these guys, and now we have a depleted mass. It was a little more crowded already in this Minecraft day. I pulled out four other guys, and the day before we had done a bunch. So we're going to shoot the minecart in here. Sometimes they will give it a push back out just because of their volume. We can give it a little nudge for more speed. There is a powered rail in there. Unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. He hits an activator rail here, and he'll maybe do his thing. As you can see, Cactus Hopper. That breaks the minecart when he's ejected and puts it back in here for reuse, and then we can follow him in. He gets stuck by the trapdoor here. So he's walking along, and whether he's known it or not yet, he was attracted to that available job block. As soon as he did, he falls through a gap, and as you can see here, sticky piston and a stair block, and that's basically just creating this little environment. So we can now decoratively build this out a little bit more, and I think that's what I want to do now. So I've used a lot of resources, as you can see, sticky pistons. So we were out fighting slimes again. Sticky pistons and observers are the main deal, and there are two sets of sticky pistons. So for this 10 farmer section of trading, there are 20 sticky pistons, and by themselves they're not too bad. Fortunately for the observers, we had just enough. I think I had like 16 pieces of nether quartz, and I needed the 10 to make the observers. Those each have a piece of string in front of them, and as far as I know, it's still there. In fact, I do know because I had a bit of a fiasco. One villager dropped in here and didn't immediately take the job block. And I was like, oh, maybe somehow he's just defective, right? So I broke it, let him go free, and that popped the slab back out. So this is the runway up above, right? Now it's all flush because they've all been dropped in. And I set all of these up for villagers. We got lots of crops. We're just going to trade. And so like this guy here, right? This is exactly what happened with the other. And I've had plenty of these other savanna or desert villagers. I guess they were originally desert. So I've had others of those drop in and get the see like him. There, this is a jungle guy, and the first defective looking one was a jungle garbed fellow. But he doesn't appear as the what do they call them, dunces or whatever in the villages, so he should be normal, and that may just be cycling on the time of the day. Anyway, we've been talking a lot here. While we're out here and just waiting for night, I think that's kind of dangerous. Let's get this out of the way. Eventually, we're going to expand, right? So this is kind of a first run, and I'm not certain. Oh, dude. I forgot that when I was disposing of that defective villager, who, as soon as I set him free, picked up a profession, right? Totally, oh, now I can't get you back in there, so thanks, dude. That's really helpful. So let's go over here. We're going to drop off the flowers that I picked up when I took him on a long boat ride one way, if you know what I mean. He's tending flowers somewhere. Let's say that. But no longer a problem. And that job block is no longer associated. Hopefully that's not what's causing the issue here. So let's just use a bit of this time. You can see I got all kinds of odds and ends. I guess I had enough blue flowers. I know this allium was short, right? So allium, everything to the right of the poppies is allium. Okay, that's all good. Let's not carry a flower. Did I get done with all the... Oh, we got stuff down here. This must have been the fire damage, right? So, any alliums missing? No, but we need some of these cornflowers. Cone or corn? I know coneflowers. I guess cornflower is a real deal too. I know cornflower blue is a real color. Show most of you guys are probably unfamiliar with, called News Radio with Phil Hartman, was absolutely great at the beginning, and kind of the main manager character. I don't know who he was. I think he was one of the Kids in the Hall guys. But his character name, I think, was Dave. And he was like this tight-laced middle manager guy, right? Running a radio station. And everybody else is clowning around, doing the stuff that you do in a sitcom to make it entertaining for the audience. And it wasn't like an improv show. It was a true, back in the day of sitcoms, it was a real fully scripted sitcom with comedians. And it was pretty good. But one of the bits was his, the hot girl that he was involved with, whatever her name was like, I don't know, got a stain on her shirt or something, needed to borrow a shirt, and he's like, oh, I've got tons of shirts in my desk drawer, I'm always ready, right? Because he's the uptight manager guy, like nothing catches him by surprise. He's like, just go grab one. And she's like, oh, what do you got? It's making fun of the fact that he's a manager. And back then, the blue work shirt was just a total deal, right? Like if you weren't the old guy that only wore white, you would wear power blue as kind of a color, right? So his variety of shirts were like all blue. She pulls them out. She's like, all your shirts are the same color. Is that no. One's coneflower blue or cornflower blue. One's Azure or whatever. I don't know. That blues. It was pretty funny. The whole show was awesome, and it was tragic because it was actively um, being made when Phil Hartman tragically gone too soon. So those things can happen. All right. I was trying to use with the cart. Didn't ever even need it. We should bring that back over to the other side. So I was basically just trying to make space in my inventory to go chop some more logs of jungle wood so that we can, one, clear terrain, and two, finish up the roof over the uh, local villagers so that I don't have that, if they get zombified, no big deal, right? That we're actually going to introduce that to them just to heal them up. Not that I've made any progress yet on potion supplies or anything like that. We'll get there. Um, but I really don't want like a creeper going off or anything. Oh, and that last guy did finally get his job. Awesome. All right, so they are all fully ready tradesmen. I'm looking for something. This looks like a good side, doesn't it? Good enough. So we'll just take a quick tree, restock our wood here. I've used a surprising amount, like the chests and all the various pistons and slabs and stairs and everything. Quite a bit, but I did want that to be a wood roof. And if you check out Logical Geek Boys tutorial video, simple villager trade farm or whatever, trade farm, efficient villager trade farm made simple, or some kind of titling around that idea. Um, he uses a lot of glass, right? Obviously, he's trying to show the process, and basically keeps that top roof area uncovered and glassed. Excuse me, so that um, you can see the mechanism that's getting the villagers into place. Obviously, we don't really want that. For one thing, if all goes right, we're never going to use that again. But rather than tearing it all down and having to risk building it again when, you know, something unforeseen happens or one of our villagers gets loose, plan for chaos and plan for the fact that at some point something's going to go wrong. It usually does. And if that's the case, we can repopulate it very, very easily. Those guys will just pop out. The inclined piece of step will, I guess, not retract, extend again, so that the hole opens up and we can just run one more villager. That will remain full. Our little farmer and his buddy um, in the middle there, or in our little potato carrot farm thing, they'll just keep doing their thing and keep filling up that room unless we hit the lever there and shut it off. As far as I know, no real drawbacks, and as you can see, there's a few there. Now, I think the max breeding is only 2 per day, so this will lag for a bit and remain under capacity, whatever capacity is, just because we've depopulated it in recent days here. I don't know that would do a lot for mini zombies. And the same goes here. But I don't know. Maybe I should think we have a chest. Maybe what I should, you know what? I should do it right here. Let's break this, grab it, and let's go back here and get our other rail pieces, and we'll just store them in that hoppered chest. So I've got some extra rail here. I think that's really it. It's just the cart and that. Do I have another gate? Don't think so. Boom, boom, boom. I guess this one will be oak. Oh, I don't know how I didn't put away those dandelions. I was too busy telling my Phil Hartman news radio story. Anyway, check out that. I don't know if it's on Netflix or anything, any of the streaming services these days, Hulu or something. If it is, maybe it hasn't held up well. I haven't even thought about it in a long time, but it was awesome at the time. Really a fun show. All right. Um, the whole point of taking down that tree was to get jungle logs so that we can make planks and steps and finish out this roof. So let's do that. Bonk. Here, zombie, and it's really frustrating because he doesn't let us sleep at the farm while we're working on it now. That's all right though. All right, so we got some extra slabs, some planks, some stairs. Not a ton. We can come back and make more and more and more if we need to. So I've got this piece, and I think we want to go here. And then switch this for this. And oh, that's not. I guess it doesn't matter, right? We don't need. And this kind of breaks the whole idea, but we do have that slab. That would keep it kind of safe. I don't know. Let's skip it for now. There we go. Now, in kind of. Well, I don't know if I want. Because I'll be right here. So I don't know if I want this one. If I'm trying to protect these slabs. At least a little bit. Something like that, maybe. Oh, dude. Vines are never good when you want to. I didn't put that away. It's good because I got to go get that cacti out again. Oh. All right. Minecart goes in the chest. Cactus comes out. We should be able to replant it. Oh, it hasn't even gone in the chest. Rail minecart. Cactus. And then I guess now we need more. Didn't I have like 42 of those? Did I use them? Oh, because I inverted them. Yep. That's math. Amazing how that works. All right, more stairs. So what I'm thinking here is that from this side, we'll have a gap and then do another one of these runs. Probably take out that tree, but try to leave the edge of this little strip for a little double market area. And maybe over here we have Fletcher's and other good emerald trades. And this will kind of be our wealth building area. And then going back into the jungle somewhere, or maybe over on that side or whatever, we'll have our librarians, because we'll want at least, and you can do much more than 10. I was figuring out how to build this farm. I've never done it before, so I want to show you guys because I'm kind of excited about it. But yeah, we'll push. We can do a full 20. Run. You can do more than that, really. Villagers will look for a job block quite a ways away, and you could do, according to the video, at least you can do a U shape, so that they can go all the way around. And as long as they have a proximity from here, right where the activator rail kicks them out, as long as within 48 blocks, I guess, radius, if they see a job block, they will walk to it. So you can actually have them just use this and go all the way around a big area if you want to have a big trading center. That's kind of appealing to me, but what's more is to just do side-by-side kind of stalls of trading and set them up that way. So that's how we're going to work it. And we'll just see how that goes. So we did flip that. Oh, I never did what I was set up to do. By having that inverted stair, we kind of took care of the problem with the cactus, didn't we? And the cactus is there now, right? Yeah, that's weird. Oh, I guess it is clear. It's just not. So I think that looks pretty good, and this is set up so that, like the other side, it can have an overhang once this goes, because eventually I'd really like to take all of this dirt out and put it down to ground level with the villagers here, so that you're walking around in the market, you're not dealing with everything going wrong. So this should now offer us a huge source of emeralds. But before we really get into trading these guys, right? And we should have. Oh, what? Sorry, dude. Before we get into a huge deal of trading and blocking and everything like that, we need to get them cured up. That's what I was trying to come up with. Because why, if that's the whole point, we've got this built in, there's really no point in avoiding or starting the trades. Yeah, we could make a few more emeralds, but we don't even have our librarians in place yet. This is going to take me a little bit of time to get it set up the way I really want it to. What I'm wondering, though, is will fence posts between these half slabs allow for them to access the job bins without getting it, or were the half slabs that I had in place? The tutorial talks about putting a slab over the top of this and then switching it out to re-roll your trades. But I don't know if that really works as designed. Let's try it. So if he was what, like carrots and potatoes? So we get that. He loses his job. Now, if I put it back, do I have to break this slab again? No. Okay, so that was just the goofy. And look at that, carrots and beets. So that's good for librarians. So knowing that, all the way through. Also, all these half slabs in between, that allows them to continue their gossip function, so you'll get the benefit of them spreading the word as they're trading, discounts or whatever. We shouldn't need to rely on that too much because of our ability to cure these guys. Yeah, that seems a little more intimidating, but once we lock in their trades, um, we can actually break all of these and just have them out. I kind of like the idea of the counter, but I think when it comes down to it, for cosmetic purposes, we'll probably keep the composters, drop half slabs at this level so they still can't move, and everybody will be good to go. That's my plan anyway. Is this a good plan? Because I don't think they'll be able to jump diagonally and get free. Hope not, anyway. But I'm pretty sure that the tutorial just had composters with slabs in front. It didn't have anything here above the torches. I just added those in to make it more continuous. Although it does kind of, you remember those old timey, they were like steam boxes from like the 1920s. You would have seen like old, like, Charlie Chaplin era vaudeville kind of movies. And usually, the joke was that the big guy would go in and get shrunk down to almost nothing because the steam, that was the whole idea. It was to lose weight without having to work out. Of course, we know that doesn't exactly work. Although it's amazing the number of things that still try to sell themselves as doing just that. All right, dispenser in there. Again, ended up being totally unnecessary. I was going to dispense the cart there and get it, but you really need to push it into the villagers to get them into the cart. So it wasn't working as I'd hoped, and I'm pretty happy with the way it came off now. All right, that can go. This can get repaired. Flowers we got to drop back off. We'll take the oak back over to the base. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you think that's a worthwhile and worthy setup. And now we just want to focus on preparing to enchant, and that's going to kind of be a dual purpose thing, I think, for the rest of this episode. Which, as I said, a little shorter today. Not looking for a super long duration play. But I think we're going to do some excavating, looking for additional diamonds. And while we're doing that, we're going to try to fix this whole portal situation, or at least understand it better, because I have no idea what's going on there. It is odd. Lots of jungle saplings. I don't want to leave those planks downstairs. In fact, I don't want to leave much. But what we should do, because this is the reason why. Let's get all of that. Get these. And these. 2 more. So we got 15 golden apples total. That means I could heal each of those villagers once when they get converted. But we kind of want to be able to do that multiple times, so I need a lot of gold, and hopefully we'll get that down in the lowest levels. We also have a really good source of gold over in the Badlands biome. Do I still have that gray? I don't have that gray bed. I actually broke my bed the last time I was going back and forth, and now it is nowhere to be seen. So I'm all the way up here. Grab one of these. Grab all of these. may as well cook those. Let's just sleep, I guess. I want to go put those flowers away anyway. And I guess while I'm doing it, I'll go get the gray bed. Boop. And yeah, it really should put in some more quality time turning all these fields, but they have grown. Again, they're ready through all the work that I've been doing. So very nice. The loaded chunk range is awesome. Having these full fields will be awesome for those new villagers. So we'll be able to quickly level them up and set up our additional melons and pumpkins and then make a decision. I suspect that with the pumpkins, with the potatoes and carrots that we already have, and the wheats and beets already being doubled, we'll do another row down here of more melons and pumpkins, and they're going to get the least extra from the bees. I don't know. We'll kind of see what the trades are that are offered though before I set those fields or spend the time clearing them. I'll just leave them as is. So let's go get that spare bed that I accidentally left. It's in a bad spot because I'll forget about it the further it goes. And then try to figure out what's going on with these portals and why they are so messed up. It all feels vaguely familiar, but I don't know how that linked, unlinked stuff has gotten to that point yet. And my only hope is, hey, can we, by breaking some of these others, trigger a better pairing where I would like it if the one under the base, right at the bottom of the stairs, is the one at kind of the crossroads that we set up in the nether. But even if it isn't, if that's the one that's tied, mapped to the coordinates under the jungle tree, I can live with that. I just got to have them be 1-to-1 and know that they'll be there when I want to or where I'm going to come out. I think we've kind of figured out where we'll come out from each of those. But it is just a little bit of a frustration to come down these stairs and go out and then find ourselves coming back on top of a jungle tree. So we got to move that portal anyway. We'll be breaking that one, but the first step here, and my guess is because the one in the nether is popping us out in a different location in the overworld, my suspicion, don't know if it's right, and no backing other than just a suspicion, is when this first was linking, something went haywire and it linked incorrectly to the spot in the nether, and that's where we got a weird result. So now, having broken that one, and I don't know, maybe did we already do this? I don't think so though, did we? So maybe this one now relinks to a new nether spawn spot. No. So I think we already tried that. But now we have the flint and steel, and we didn't last time. So we haven't broken this one yet. So now we're going to break it. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to open it up from the standard Minecraft mini portal. Full size. All right. Light this one again. Now, is it going to put me on top of the jungle tree again? Yes. And so last, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. Okay. F3 99 100 and negative 68. 100 negative 68. Remember that. Now 100 negative, I better write that down. I'll forget. Well, that's not the world. 100 negative 68. Save until we get that resolved. All right. So I'm going to leave this here just so it's not too... too weird if we try to get back. Man. We always, no matter which way I try to go, we always come back to that piece of bamboo. So strange. Not as strange as the portals, but strange. So we can try going back through the portal now. I mean, the portal was active down in the deep slate before, so I don't know why it would be any different. I think it's just going to spawn it again, but we'll give it a try. And presuming that we come back out, let's get this so that we can at least sleep again. But yeah, please, 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 if you see this VOD and know what's going on, check out a future live stream, give me a shout, or hit me on Twitter, or jump over to YouTube and leave a comment in the video. If you just say, hey, about the Twitch world, pewter platter is what we're calling this one. Any of that kind of stuff, I would be most interested. I mean, I think we'll eventually just brute force figure it out, but why this isn't a one-to-one is what I'm really curious about. So now, this is how we started, right? We had a portal in the under the jungle, under our base. It's got coordinates. I guess I should have... Shoot, we're going to go back through. Let's grab these. So that's 11, negative 9. And already, this seems like an issue, right? Because this is jungle tree. this is Nether portal of 11 -9, and this is stairway deep slate. We don't know that one yet. All right. Save that. Back. All right. So we've got these coordinates, and just by my quick calculation, that should be 88 and -72, not 100 -68. So something's a little different already. But here goes nothing. Now, does this rebuild that tree portal? Does it make some other random portal? Or does it link us back to the bottom of the stairs? Dude! How? It's kind of a obsidian farm. I can gather all that if I like. But it is not convenient for travel, and I don't understand why are these not linking back to forth? I'm really racking my brain. The things we can try, I'd like to go grab those coordinates, certainly. Am I going the wrong way? Apparently. What the? Dang it. Is this where I want to be? Where did I go? I don't know. Gonna reset for a second. I'll be right back. All right. Now, let's try to figure out what's going on now. We are headed east. We came from that way. Yeah, so we must have got turned. Let's go ahead and sleep. Yeah, I just thought I was facing the opposite way, and those trees must have lined up enough. So now west, if we go this way, we should pass back over. Hey, there's Panda. Pass back towards the village or farm. And we're going to go see his panda. Hi, Panda. I don't have any bamboo for you yet. She look awesome. Do you have any friends? Where you're not even in like a bamboo grove. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're cute. Well, your butt is. Hi. There's your face. Oh, that's awesome. To you too. So yeah, hill's not ideal. Good old jungle. There we go. So, back to the brain teaser at hand. Uh, I don't know. What? And I really don't want to go through the jungle to get back there. Why am I doing this? Come on, guys. Guys, it's me. Come on, Habbage. Let's make an extra boat. Go home quickly. If I can find the wood supply. Perfect. It's like it was meant to be. Um... So the variable I don't know about. Well, the first thing I got to do, I got to go all the way back down again, just on the stairs. We don't need to go through the portal necessarily, but I need to find out what the coordinates are on the original portal to see what's the range here, and why are, like, should be a multiple of 8. You're at block 800 in the overworld. That could be block 100 in the nether, right? Again, a little sketchy when you're not looking at the numbers, but they should be multiples or divisors um, that you can then plot. Right? That linking portals and stuff is important for making a nether highway system or anything else. So, what is this? 224 negative 182. Zzz, zzz. 224. I say negative 182. Two. No, close enough. Right? I mean, I guess I should be pretty darn precise. So, two. This goes to 181. So 223, 181. Negative 181. Negative 181. So the way that it should work is if I pull out my trusty dusty calculator here, because I want to be precise and not leave myself to screw this up. 223 divided by 8 is 29 by rounding, right? 29. Oh, what are you doing to me? Come on, game. Notepad. not game. Was that 28? And clear 181 divided by 8 is 23, negative 23. So, according to everything that I know, we should have popped into the nether at 28, negative 23, but instead we came out at 11, negative 9. What the heck? That's not even close. Then, if we, oh, I hit the minimize button. If we do 100 by 8, that's 12.5. Or 13. And negative 68 is 8.5. So that would tend to tell me that on a surface overworld level, the jungle tree is correct, right? At least it's within the range of linking up. So the nether portal at 11, negative 9, coming back to 13, negative 8.5 or 9 is right. That's correct. That's linked correctly. So that makes me wonder if we make a surface level portal, does that connect? The other thing we can look at is, now that I've kind of confirmed this, are there any insights out there that would tell us why this isn't happening? So let's go other portals from negative Y levels. Oh, 2017. I need a 118 in here. Reading here, just trying to find a good link. Guess let's go to the wiki first. Okay, yeah, we know about the dangers. Farming obsidian, whatever. Quick, simple. How portals work. Portals try to link up to their equivalent location calculated by overworld XYZ equals nether x divided by 8, z divided by 8. But as they say, the devil's in the details. First, the game calculates the ideal destination coordinate as above, dividing or multiplying the traveler's x and z coordinates by 8. It then searches for existing portals, actual portal blocks within. I think I got it. I think I understand now why we got broken from the start. It's because we're on that island in the middle of a huge nether sea, right? So if we go back to here, Alright, I don't need this anymore. That's gonna totally garbage up our frame rate, I'm sure. Don't need the calculator. Do need the notes to not hide them. Okay, so what should have been our nether destination of 28, negative 23 is what I suspect the game looked to move away from, and it was in that first description that I was just reading. I've closed it out myself. I don't have it in front of me. I'm not going to go back to it. But basically, when you first try to go through, it's going to try to not put you on a platform over the lava. And what I guess it must have done was, rather than putting us out there or in the middle of a lava fall or something where it would have been horrific, it decided to kick us over to that island. So I suspect if we go back through the nether, get to our little starting area, and put this 28, negative 23, go out to that by cobblestone, we will find that it is in the middle of lava, I hope. What I'm going to try to do, though, is by bringing a bunch of cobble, we'll make a new little platform on the lava, build a platform, not go through it, come back, break this one, try to link it to that, and see if that doesn't solve our problems here. And this has literally been days that I've been head scratching why this has been going on, and kind of working as I've been working on the other projects and stuff. Like, maybe it'll make sense. All right, we're not doing a full Nether expedition or anything like that. I'll let you guys know how Nether can end up being. 12 on the obsidian. I don't want to climb a jungle tree to harvest all that. I should have done it while I was there. Also, my jumping like a monkey on the bed skills. You guys see it? Am I already overlooked? I don't think I've gone far enough yet, have I? It's like up this hill. Use the clearings, look for... advantages. I think I saw it back there. Second tree back, maybe? Yeah, there it is. Okay. How are we gonna get up there? Oh, which tree was it? I think it's back behind all these. Is it this one? Oh no. Oh no. Where'd they go? That one? That one. Of course we came out right underneath the obsidian. So the first thing we're going to do is harvest this stuff so that we can use it in the nether to create more portals. But with the stuff that we've got, we should also be able to make a portal on the ground at the bottom of this tree, so we don't have to do this whole up and down thing all the time, which is ridiculous. And then if that new portal continues to link here, which it should, this should be the spot, it's going to a valid, a good location, convenient location, not a ridiculous one. And it should, if we light and don't use a portal here at the bottom of this tree, straight down that way, it should like that. It should look for it, find it, and go, okay, yeah, that seems like the place to be. And we should be back to linking. And then hopefully my whole questioning of how Minecraft works will be over. I just haven't come across this that I recall where you get that kind of triangular um, connection. And I think that reason is that initial spawn, it just didn't want to throw us um, into the middle of lava if it could find, and we didn't read into all the mechanics of it, but must do a check if not initial coordinates, search for favorable outside something, I don't know, within a certain range. And if it doesn't find anything, that's when you end up on your floating little obsidian platform or whatever that it generates. I know I've had those too, where you're just kind of like, okay, and here I am. That's why I always try to bring gravel with. Um, but I suspect that whatever the range was, it was like, okay, this is close enough. Let's put you here, and that's how we end up with this triangular linking. I'm just trying to make this safe enough that if we do come back through, we're not imminently covered in creepers. That may be more than we can manage here, but oh, come on. Oh, dude. Guess this tree isn't that high anyway. Well, speaking of creepers, it's not deal. Okay. That was an axe for an axe. Okay, let's do 3. Ooh, yeah, you can't be there. I don't know about you being there. You guys are good. I don't know about any of this. Eventually this tree may come down, but for now, I am going to hope that I didn't just cross like a minuscule little threshold that says, oh, yeah, if you're not that close. All right, so now we leave that one alone. And hopefully that is accessible so that if we go back through that portal, we come out on the ground, not in the top of the tree, and at least we don't have to jump out. Let's try not to start a forest fire. Now, am I going... Yeah, this is right. And if I go this way, we'll end up at the bamboo stalk that always gets me stuck. There it is. Dodge it. Back out to here. Such a roundabout way, but I don't know. I guess it's probably about a toss-up on which is quicker, weaving our way through the jungle or not. If we can sort this out, then I can make that into a secondary. All right, yeah, this is an access point from the jungle, right? It's probably within spawn chunks, is pretty favorable. You can go drop off all this accumulated stuff. Except for the obsidian, we got some trees, some saplings, planks. I don't know where those came from. Have I just been carrying those around the whole time? I think I have. One warped thing. Alright, now we still have that and that. Let's get a new shovel just in case, because who knows where we're going to end up. I have no sticks. Seems odd. Alright. Now we go down here. We're going to go back through the portal. We should come back out in the little house. Then we're going to go find 2028 or whatever it is. I don't know, it's hidden by the game right now. Whatever those correct coordinates are for the equivalent of this deep slate, we will probably find, I'm guessing, that that is in the middle of a lava lake or the lava sea. And if we build a platform and a portal on those coordinates, then hopefully that links back up. Please let that link back up. And then this one should link back to the new portal that we have on the ground that we haven't used yet. So let's get down here. Hi, Enderman. And I'm kind of guessing it's going to be out this way. So we are at -6. We want to be, let's remember, 28 on the X and -23 on the Z. So 20. Oh, that can go this way. 28? Uh-huh. 28 -23. See why I brought that shovel? Let's see if we can cut our way through here. Unexpected a little bit. My nose itches so bad. I don't understand. Is that like a caffeine thing? Maybe it's just the dry air with the snowstorm and all that. Although you'd think with it being snowy, it wouldn't be too dry at the moment. Although I've noticed, like, getting the shocks off the light switches and stuff when you walk around. All right. Don't need dirt. Don't really need a single piece of flint. And don't need these guys. Okay, what were we at? 28. Negative 23. This. Okay. Now that I've got those marked, there's some gold. Clear out a bit more space around, a little elbow room. Ooh. Alright. Just to be... a little safe for the moment. Not that I'm worried, because this is warped forest, so it should be fine, but famous last words, right? I really don't know if this is gonna link. What we should do is light this and then go back to the original portal, link that to the one at the base of the jungle tree, and link this one after we break the original portal in the deep slate layer. Break it, relink it to this one, which we will light and not use. That's the plan. What a hassle. Thanks a lot, video game. Making me do all this extra work. Not sure I'm really happy about that, but if this works, I will be plenty happy, and that's why I'm not going to risk it. I could very well see that since that one is incorrectly linked to the jungle tree portal, that we then end up... oh, it's fine. We end up getting linked to a brand new portal that we don't want to use because it's in the middle of a cave or something like that, right? So what we're going to do, light this. We're not going to go through it. Come back to this portal. Hopefully it now links, and this is so... how is this east of... whatever. What if... I don't know if those aren't a hole. Okay. So now, fingers crossed, we want to go into the jungle. And we should be ready to fight. Come on, jungle. Come on, jungle. Come on, jungle. Come on, jungle. Yes! And it's nighttime. So sleep. Come on, no creeper. Come on, no creeper. Come on, no creeper. Oh, dang it. Give me back my bed. A spider. Deal with that. Okay, so we know directionality here because of the side of the tree. Alright, so that one is now good. We can improve that, build a structure around it so we don't have to worry about creepers so much. Creeper! There goes that bamboo. I hate jungle. I love jungle, but I hate jungle. That's why I was so terrified of going into it when we first started this world. Because these guys are everywhere and you can't see them until it's too late. Alright, can we, just for the fun of it, can we get a creeper games in here? Alright, you're shooting at me. Sean, shoot. Oh, dude. It seems like they've made that much, much tougher than it was when I was just playing around with it back in like Vanilla Brewed Coffee and a couple of those other worlds where we were kind of just making a thing of it. We were, creeping, and maybe it's just because it's not that open yet. But when I was doing like a big dig project or working in the desert getting Endermen and all that kind of stuff, I would just hang out through the night and I would run around weaken the creepers but not kill them, and then let the the skeletons finish them off so they drop albums, and I call it creeper games. It's kind of just a fun way to break up the monotony of big dig projects and all that. And certainly if it goes wrong and the creepers pop and you got good armor anyway, they just help your digging effort. So kind of good all around. Okay, let's get enough of this out of our inventory so we're not just completely choked on it. There we go. All right, now as it stands right now, this portal is still linked to the original one that we came through that's linked to the jungle tree. So we're going to break it one more time, relight it, and now that there is a portal hopefully on the coordinates, I gotta believe it will link back. If not, I'm gonna be completely at a loss, but let's give it a whirl. So we break. Okay, this is no longer linked to anything. Now, everything that I've learned in just reading all that stuff and taking a look today, now we have an unlinked portal sitting at the mirrored coordinates to this portal. So when the game goes, all right, where should I put you when you go through this portal? It's going to go, oh, look, there's a portal. I will link you to it. If it throws me back to that other one again, I don't know what to do. I guess maybe then we go through it all again, completely tear this out and move it just a couple blocks off. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad spot, but it should work, right? Come on, work. Hey! Awesome. So now the only things we really are left with here is a, kind of a follow-up item. This will probably get built into a structure of some kind. I may, at some point I may make it bigger, but for now it's fine. But we'll try to make it very accessible to the crossroads we already have, because we've already got that long crossroads going. It's very convenient to this one, so it wasn't too far off point from here. Just the Z, I guess, that it was a little bit off from. And again, why this was unusable, because that's what the game tells us, is that it decided this was unplottable or unusable. So instead of putting us there, it kicked us back what I guess is like a portal chunk and was like, oh, that's the spot you need, and put us on that, which is a beautiful spot. I like it, and I'm glad to have this portal here. It's uh, not a bad location at all. It's kind of beautiful and scenic and is a good way for us to jump over to our spawn chunks. We still may lower it down to ground level, right? So we basically have a big structure here with two portals. Think slow cooker world, right? Where our villager trading hall is kind of right next to our base portal. So we can have this one and have that one. That one will be tied to our spawn chunks, and maybe we ultimately build up an actual base, a proper one, on those coordinates. But now that all this is working again, thankfully, we can also set up portals to our produce farm and our villager area so that we can quickly, I don't have to hop into a boat and all that kind of stuff. We just go harvest crops, take that harvest, pop through the portals, go to the villagers, trade it all out, get the emeralds again. This world is finally starting to feel like a world, and that's a nice place to be. Very happy to have that going. So I think while we're doing it, I'm gonna grab these because we need them. Oh, we actually had a spot for them. That's awesome. But basically clear this while we don't have a lot of more gold. Awesome. A lot of inventory space thanks to the stone, because that just spares us having to store it all. So I'm going to basically let the inventory get jammed, let all this sit on the ground. If I see that, oh, hey, look, there's gold or something sitting there. This visual bug is becoming much more prevalent, that you see beyond what you're currently working on. Kind of just like to kick through this hill a little bit, but leave access to the trees and stuff like that so that we can clear them out. I don't know how it's best to do that, though. Oh, we did have this one, too. We'd left. Till we were ready for it. I think we're ready for it. May get some lava through here. Yeah. Watch out for the stairs here. Oh, there's a tree. Alright, I gotta be careful of these trees. Really don't want to end up making it tougher to clear those, although netherrack being what it is, I can just, I guess, pillar up to them and clear them there. We'll see. For now, oh, missed again. I think that gets us. Let's get this quartz. We'll knock it down first and then pick it up because I will need other observers to do librarian setup in that villager breeder, which I won't submit you guys to, but do very much need to get working. Yep. All right. Now we can pick up the rest of that. And we only need 10 observers as it is. I think I have like 4. So when I get like one more cluster of nether quartz, that should take care of that. Oh, I feel so much happier. You guys feel happy because of that? I feel pretty happy. We will wait for Ho, then come through, clean out this, and basically I think we'll just take this whole corner of this island from edge to edge and knock it out. Again, clearing project without mobs in this particular biome in the nether. No real sense in messing around there, but watch this. We're going to go right back to the base. Oh, let's get this gold. I don't want to make this tougher on myself, but I don't want to leave stuff behind either. And I would now like to turn our focus to getting started, or at least prepared for brewing. Like, I haven't even been back to look and see if those 3 pieces of nether wart, or however many we had. No, we had enough, right? We had like 30. See if those have grown up. We haven't set up a water source for the initial water bottles to put the potions in, any of that kind of stuff yet. So a little light on the excitement right at the moment, but we're gonna get there. Look at that. I don't see any extra pieces though, so I'm gonna say that that's all good on our gold. Come on, back to base, last chance. I'm too excited, I guess. Maybe. Yeah. Such a simple thing, but when it goes wrong, oh man, that had me worried. I was worried that this whole world was corrupted or something like that. If you get that, that's a sign you're in big trouble. But now we can kind of begin to start moving forward with this world as a real world rival to Toe. I mean, nothing can compare to Toe. I love that world. I love what it's meant for me in this game, but it is it and Slow Cooker are the only worlds I have developed, and now I feel a lot more confident putting all the time into building those villager traders and getting mending and all the other librarians and all that, putting all that time in only to find out that portals are never going to work. That would have been miserable. Flint. Quartz. Gold. Gold, you say? And obsidian. Alright, guys. I said it was going to be quick. I didn't lie. It actually lasted a little longer than I expected because that was extra odd, but awesome stuff. I will be continuing to work on villagers, potions, maybe in idle times, some more of the portal stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Outside of streaming and YouTubing and all that, the amount of time I put into Minecraft recently has been pretty substantial. So I may need to unplug from it for a bit here this evening. Hopefully I'll get the YouTube up though. So yeah, we'll see. But thanks so much if you're watching this VOD. I missed you guys on the chat. If you stumble across this in VODs and like what you see, hit that follow button so you can see when I go live. Love to have you in here and chat along the way. As you can see, there's certainly things that still make me scratch my head and make me wonder. So be fun to talk them through with you guys. See if you got any experience when we come across them. But yeah, more farms I haven't built. Hopefully the villager stuff, now that I've done it once, will kind of go quickly. Let me know in messaging or in chat or any of that if there's stuff I haven't put on VODs that you were like, hey, how'd you do that? I'd really like to see it. Uh, I'll be happy to reconsider. I just think some of the building and all that can kind of be fun to puzzle it out, but it's more frustrating for me when I don't understand, or when I put the string on the observers too soon and then they were mispositioned. So none of that worked the way I had hoped it would, and it gets a little frustrating when you got to go back through and redo all that. So it's first time builds. It's kind of nice to figure it out on my own. You guys see that in YouTube all the time when I'm trying to figure out a build as I go. The iron farm is a great example, but we're going to get some villagers wrangled in that one, get them into their beds, and the iron farm should be cranking over in YouTube not too long. And then we'll just be setting up how do we get here. So lots and lots and lots of good stuff. Hope you guys stay awesome. Have a great end to your weekend and a good beginning to the week. We will see you back here soon. Bye now.